On the eve of the wedding, I discovered my girlfriend's secret. She posted a circle of friends that only one person could see. If you change your mind, the bridegroom will change at any time. The time is the day we officially announced our relationship. The other party is her high school male table mate, a good brother of the opposite sex for 10 years. I took that circle of friends and found her at their bachelorette party. She pressed her eyebrows and said irritably, "Unreasonable. Always cling to the past. No wonder no one loves you." In the 4th year of our relationship, Gushi's work stabilized and we began to talk about marriage. The night before the wedding, she was called away by a phone call. It is customary abroad to have a bachelorette party on the eve of the wedding. A familiar male voice came from the other end of the phone. "Come here, Gushi. Old place. We have opened a booth. Won't you get drunk tonight? It's Soo-young. Good brothers of the opposite sex." I just said a word when I was interrupted by Gushi. "I have a lot of classmates. I haven't seen you for a long time. I'll go over." I clenched my fists and nodded in agreement. These days, because of things in the company, she has been in a bad mood. Seeing that she is about to get married, I think it would be good for her to meet her old friends and relax. However, I don't know if it's too hasty. Before leaving, Gushi went back to the bedroom to get something, and when he came out again, he put his phone on the coffee table. I hesitated for a while before deciding to pick it up and take a look. Gushi has the habit of deleting chat records, and he has not posted a few in his circle of friends. So I swiped down a few times and soon saw 2 circles of friends she posted for years ago. A photo of me and her was officially announced in the circle of friends that she had a boyfriend after she agreed to my confession. And the other one, "If you change your mind, the groom can change at any time." I had never seen this circle of friends, and I clicked on the visible range with trembling fingers. This sentence can only be seen by Soo-young, and he did not hesitate to like it below. Soo-young came back from abroad half a year ago. In the process of meeting his parents, Gushi went out to answer the phone, and when he came back, he frowned and said that he wanted to go out. I asked her, "What's the matter?" She paused and turned around. "You don't understand what happens in the company." There was a vague sense of anxiety and reproach in his tone. It was as if saying these 2 sentences to me was delaying her precious time. The expression on my face was a little stiff. As if realizing my embarrassment, she paused and barely squeezed out a smile. "Brother Ning, please help me greet my uncle and aunt and my parents." After saying that, she left without looking back. She in this state makes me feel a little familiar. Sure enough, after bidding farewell to both parents, I called her many times before someone picked it up. It was Soo-young who spoke. "I'm sorry, Brother Gao Ning. I just came here, I lost my mobile phone, and I didn't have cash with me. I only remember Gushi's phone number." I clenched my phone and asked, "Where's Gushi?" She went to help me order food, saying that she was afraid that she would not find me again, so she asked me to take my phone first. He said, with a smile in his voice, obviously very happy, "What's wrong, Brother Gao Ning? Are you looking for her?" At that moment, I was a little stunned and didn't know how to answer. His tone was natural and intimate, as if he was Gushi's real boyfriend. When I took a taxi to the restaurant that Soo-young mentioned, I saw him sitting by the floor-to-ceiling window at a glance. He was eating noodles while playing with Gushi's mobile phone, and Gushi took a tissue and wiped away the soup splashed on his mouth very naturally. But I still remember that not long after I fell in love, when Gushi went to the bathroom, I answered her phone. When she came out, she saw me holding her mobile phone and immediately snatched it. "Gao Ning, I have a strong sense of personal boundaries, and I hope you can respect my privacy." Brother Gao Ning. When Soo-young saw me, he waved his hand from a distance, and after I sat down, he said apologetically, "I'm sorry, I just heard Gushi say that you had a parental meeting today to discuss marriage, and that's what I did." She called out. I didn't look at him and was silent. "Brother Gao Ning, are you angry with me?" Soo-young continued. "In this way, on your wedding day, I will give you a big red envelope, and it will be used as compensation, okay?" Gao Ning won't be angry. Gushi suddenly spoke lightly. "Your affairs are more urgent. He can tell the difference." My heart was choked, and I didn't say anything after all. It wasn't until I sent Soo-young back to the hotel and got home that I opened my mouth to stop Gushi. "You let me deal with both parents alone. Did you ever think that I would be embarrassed?" And as she walked to the study, she said lightly, "Don't get angry with me for nothing. Who embarrass you? You know in your heart." These words pierced my chest like a sharp knife, and I couldn't speak in an instant. Yes, just now at the banquet, my parents behaved extremely philistinely, and they have been flattering Gu's parents, wanting my uncle and aunt to help my brother arrange work. She turned around and saw me standing there with a pale face, pausing for a few seconds, and finally coming over and hugging me gently. Sorry, I didn't mean that. She softened her tone slightly. You also know that Su Yang is my best friend. He is helpless in this city, and he must only look for me if he is anything. Gushi, I told you about my family's situation a long time ago. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. You don't need to force your brother's work. My parents are like this. Ignore them. As long as you say you don't like me, I will never pester you. Even with my eyes closed, I could still feel the overwhelming sadness in my heart. Gao Ning, I really like you and want to marry you. Gushi's expression was a little distressed. Do you remember what I said before? In this world, I will never leave you. I pursed my lips. What about Su Yang? She paused. He and I are just friends. If you have any questions, you can come to me. Don't blame him, okay? I'm not surprised. This is not the first time she has protected Su Yang in front of me. The first time I met Su Yang was during the summer vacation after Gushi and I fell in love. I planned to stay at school, so she offered to let me go home with her. The day after arriving there, it was just in time for Gushi's high school reunion. Our classmates have a good relationship and get together once every holiday. Gushi said as he pushed open the door of the box. As soon as I opened the door, I was startled by a salute, and then I saw her being held in my arms by a person. Smash! Come and see Dad. Gushi broke free from his arms, put one hand on his shoulder, and followed him introduce me. No big or small, this is my boyfriend. Although it was a reprimand, it was intimate between the eyebrows and eyes. And the boy's eyes fell on me, paused for a few seconds, and smiled, stretched out his hand. Hello, my name is Su Yang, and I am the same person who has been caring for 3 years. He was wearing a white t-shirt and slacks, and his expression was indescribably arrogant. Throughout the party, he spared no effort to show me how close he was to Gushi. Hearing Su Yang complain about her impulsiveness, Gushi was a little unhappy. You hurt your leg in the basketball game, and I didn't help you host it. Su Yang smiled. Stop talking about the eldest lady. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be able to fight with the other side. Hey! Gushi stared at his round eyes, stretched out his hand, and twisted his arm. How do you talk? I won't help you next time you encounter this kind of thing. Okay, I was wrong. I definitely need you. Su Yang seemed to realize that I was sitting next to him, and he came over with a wine glass. I'm sorry, Brother Gao Ning. We have a good relationship. We're used to fighting. Don't mind. He was obviously half a year older than me, but he called me Brother Gao Ning one by one. Before I could speak, their classmates on the side spoke. What are you kidding? You and Gushi were the last one in high school hit it. If her boyfriend minds, do you mind it? I was stunned, and then I saw Gushi's cold face. And the cup was heavily placed on the table. Chun, you are drunk. Later, I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, there were only a few people left in the box. Gushi and Su Yang sat in the corner and didn't notice me. I heard Su Yang say, what we agreed was that if we didn't have a partner until we were 35, we would marry each other. Now that you have a boyfriend, I'm relieved. Gushi stared into his eyes. So, do you really mind at all? Su Yang spoke generously and patted her on the shoulder. You want to be happy. After leaving, I hesitated again and again, but still asked Gushi. She took my hand and explained in a low voice. At that time, I was young and had a good relationship, just joking. I held back the sourness in my heart, took a deep breath, and said slowly. But he said that you are almost the last. I really can't say those 2 words. He was drunk and talking nonsense. Are you drunk too? Gushi suddenly raised his voice. His tone was stern, and I was startled. I've known him for so long, and if it were possible, we would have been together long ago. She grabbed my hand and looked at me seriously. But now, you are the one who is in love with me, which should prove my heart, right? Later, Su Yang went abroad as an exchange student and simply stayed there to study for graduate school. After graduation, we stayed in the city, and because of our excellent work ability, Gushi was promoted all the way, and I also received several salary increases. After knowing the situation at my family, she became better and better to me. But just when everything was stabilizing and we started talking about marriage, Su Yang returned to China. From the first day he came back, he began to enter the life of me and Gushi tightly. One day I was injured while playing, had difficulty moving, and developed a low-grade fever. Gushi found medicine for me to take and took care of me at home at night. Just as he was about to go to bed, Su Yang suddenly called. Call Gushi. The car broke down in the suburbs. I can't hit the car. Come and save me. I held the hot water glass, and before I could speak, Gushi said, The medicine has been taken. You go to bed quickly. I'll go out for a while. She left me without hesitation and went out. As many times before. So much so that I hesitated and wavered. Is it that I am not good to her, and I can't fill the 3 years of youth between them? So, on Gushi's birthday, I planned a grand marriage proposal ceremony. She found several of her best employees and called Su Yang to witness the ceremony. In front of Su Yang, I took out the diamond ring and put it on her finger. My voice was low but gentle. Gushi, I love you. I really, I want you to be happy. The people next to him are gossiping. This proposal has been planned by team leader Gao for several days. I took a leave of absence from the company to witness your love. Promise him. Promise him. I looked at the hesitant Gushi and was at a loss for a moment. I chased her for 2 years, fell in love for another 4 years, and waited too long for this day. She hesitated for a long time, looked at Su Yang at the door, and finally agreed to my proposal. Dude, your phone keeps ringing. The taxi driver's reminder made me come back to my senses, and I lowered my head to see the words jumping on the screen. Xiao Suyang. This is a note Gushi gave him. Biting my lip, I still picked up the phone. Gao Ning, did I forget my phone at home? I responded and suppressed the surging emotions in my heart. Do you want me to send it to you? No, you can put it there. I'll go back and get it later. The phone hung up. The car quickly stopped at the door of the bar. I calmed down and followed the booth number in the chat record to find it. Under the dim light, a familiar figure suddenly broke into the sight. Su Yang was sitting in the booth and drinking wine. A beautiful woman came over and was about to touch down his face. Gushi took a step forward and slapped the woman's hand. Don't touch him. The woman was stunned for a moment and said angrily, Who are you? What are you talking about? Without thinking, Gushi said word by word, I am his girlfriend. Gushi. She turned around suddenly, and when she saw me standing not far away, her expression changed all of a sudden. How to describe it? Surprise, panic, annoyance, several emotions were intertwined on her face, and finally they all faded into a calm. The wedding is going to be held tomorrow. Why are you coming here so late? Her eyes fell on my hand, her eyes cold. Did I tell you not to touch my phone casually? Yes, but I'm just touching it now. I showed a smile that was uglier than crying. If I don't come, I won't be able to see it. It turns out that you call yourself his girlfriend in front of others. I stretched out my finger to Su Yang behind her, and he smiled and said generously, I'm sorry, brother Gao Ning. Gushi just wants to help me out of the siege. I looked at him. That handsome face showed an apologetic expression. He is still the same as before. Every time he is generous and justified, but it makes me feel like I have nothing to do. The string of reason in my head suddenly broke, and I opened Gushi's circle of friends and turned to the one from 4 years ago. If you two are innocent, then tell me, what is this? Gushi looked at me, pursed his lips, and his expression became serious for a moment. Su Yang seemed to want to explain, but just said a word, and was interrupted by Gushi. She looked at me and frowned. Gao Ning, we are getting married tomorrow. What's the point of you pursuing what happened 4 years ago now? Always cling to the past. No wonder you always say no one loves you. The sudden surge of sadness almost engulfed my whole body. Seeing me like this, Gushi's expression softened again. I have something to say. Stop making trouble, okay? Realizing that something was wrong, her classmates all gathered around. In Su Yang's aggrieved statement, I became a suspicious person, peeking at my girlfriend's mobile phone on the eve of my wedding, and making a special trip to turn over old accounts. These people were all friends brought by Su Yang, and they had a 3-year classmate relationship, and they immediately stood on his side. A straightforward boy spoke directly. Gao Ning, you don't need this. If they can become a long time ago, it will be your turn? Gushi shouted in a low voice. Shut up. I pinched my palm hard, trying to keep myself calm, but my voice was good, still trembling uncontrollably. Okay. Since you love each other so much, the wedding venue tomorrow will be given to you. I put my phone on the bar, turned around, and left. Gushi caught up with me and hugged me from behind. I didn't mean that, Gao Ning. Her voice paused, and the sound of music came into my ears, and her emotions were blurred. That was just a joke. Su Yang and I were indeed close in the past, but they were all in the past. And when I think about the future, the only person I can think of is you. Only you are in my plans for the rest of my life. I said the wrong thing, you scold me, that's it. But don't deny my feelings for you. Don't leave me behind, okay? In a dimly lit bar, she hugged me tightly, just like the day I fell in love with her. In the club's mountaineering activity, because the ground was slippery, I fell off the edge of the steep hillside, and it was Gu Xian who quickly grabbed me. I'm actually very thin, but no matter how I say it, it's the weight of an adult man. She held me for more than 10 hours until the classmate at the front turned around and rescued us. Because of saving me, Gushi's arm was dislocated. I felt very guilty, but she comforted me. It's okay. In that situation, even anyone will save you. After hearing this, I was stunned for a long time. When I was a child, my brother and I fell into the river at the same time, and my parents were anxious to save him at the same time, and I was filled with lake water, and when I was fished up by the lifeguards, I was already unconscious, and my intestines were infected, and I almost died. I have always felt that no one in this world will love me, and Gu Shi is the only exception. So even if we have been together for so long, we don't have the kind of love period that we can't wait to stick together every second. She has always been gentle and calm to me. It doesn't matter. It is rare to have someone who is willing to love me and plan me into her future. It's a pity. I stared at her hand clasped around my waist, her voice trembling a little. I can't believe you anymore. She stiffened slightly against my body. Then he took out his mobile phone, clicked on the circle of friends in front of me. If you don't like it, I'll delete it now, okay? There is also tomorrow's wedding. In order to reassure you, Su Yang will not attend. Her tone was almost pleading. After all, I relented again. That night, I didn't sleep for a few hours in total. When it was just dawn, he was called up, changed into a suit, and styled. Everything went smoothly. Among Gushi's classmates, Su Yang was no longer seen. So my inexplicably uneasy heart relaxed little by little. At the wedding scene, my dad, who had not given me a good face for more than years, squeezed out a stiff smile. It's good to cherish people. Your brother's work is thanks to her. You must not listen to her. My heart sank. What do you mean? He refused to answer again. The music sounded, and amidst the noisy blessings, the MC turned sideways and gave way to the projection screen. According to the process, a short video of a few minutes will be played on it, which is the sweet memory of my years of love with Gushi. I had never done anything romantic with her, and I almost turned the photo album upside down before I managed to come out in 2 minutes. However, on the screen, the picture suddenly went dark. It seemed that in the dimly lit corner of the KTV, Gushi was drunk, sat on Su Yang's lap, leaned forward and looked at him. Why can't you consider me? Su Yang leaned forward and kissed her on the lips. It's not time yet. I want to go for a walk in the outside world. Immediately after the picture turned, in the night, Gushi was driving the car, and Su Yang held up his mobile phone to take pictures of her. You came to me in the middle of the night. Wouldn't Gao Ning be angry? Gushi's tone was light. If you are angry, you will be angry anyway. Nothing is more important than your safety. Finally, there was last night's bar. Su Yang raised his wine glass. Happy wedding. And Gushi stared at his eyes closely. His eyes were painful. What is there to be happy about? Don't you like Gao Ning quite a bit? It's not you. It's the same for everyone. It's all about to settle. The video is interrupted. The whole room was silent. I suddenly remembered last night. Before leaving the bar, Su Yang poured a bottle of wine and shook hands with me drunkenly. I can't go to the scene. It doesn't matter, brother Gao Ning. I have prepared a wedding gift for you. You will definitely like it. It turns out that this is the gift he prepared. A huge tsunami of pain swept over, and there was a cold that penetrated deep into the bone marrow, freezing my blood vessels inch by inch. Every second after the video was broadcast was pulled by the torment in my heart for an infinitely long time. Gao Ning. Gushi only had time to spit out 2 words. and the door of the banquet hall was suddenly pushed open. Su Yang walked in wearing a crisp haute couture suit and holding a large bouquet of roses, with a drunken blush on his face. He stopped under the stage and looked up at her, slowly raised the ring in his hand. When you came yesterday, you also brought this ring from 7 years ago. I understand your feelings. Gu Shi, I've seen enough of the outside world. I don't have to wait until I'm 35. Now I'll take you away and leave with me.